In this video, we will learn how to find out the area of parallelogram. So we learned in the previous video what is a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a shape with two opposite sides equal, with two opposite angles equal, with two opposite sides with equal measure. Now how to calculate area? So I have made another parallelogram of the same size, and I have made squares on it, as I have learnt that we find the area of any shape by making the squares of it. So I have made one square here of size 1 by 1 centimeters. Okay, 1 by 1 centimeters. Now there are squares in it, but there are some squares which are not full. So how will we find out its area? So what I did, I made its two pieces. Just from this point I made a straight line and divided into a triangle and joined this piece over here. So this shape transformed into rectangle. Now we have learnt that this is the length. We denote the length of rectangle with L, and this is breadth, or we can say width, chaudai. We denote it with B. Now we can here easily count the measure of the dimensions for one side. So what are the dimensions for breadth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here the breadth is 10 centimeters, as one side of the square is 10 centimeter. Here the length is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 centimeters. So the area of this rectangle will be, if we'll count the number of centimeters, 1 centimeter square inside this figure, so they will be 15 times 10, that is 150 squares of 1 centimeter each. Or we can write this as 150 centimeter square. This is one more way of writing it. So because we have made this rectangle out of this parallelogram, so both of them have same area. The area of the parallelogram will also be 150 square centimeters. Again, how I have divided it? This is a parallelogram. So how I have taken out the area? I have divided it into two parts. I have taken out a triangle out of it and tried to adjust in such a way such that it make a rectangle, or we are able to find out the area of this. But how will we differentiate these two shapes? This is a length, this is a breadth. हमने अपनी पहचान के लिए इसका नाम लेंथ रखा है, इसका नाम breadth रखा है. How will we name it? We saw that the parallelogram transformed into a rectangle. So this was the parallelogram. This transformed into the rectangle, where we cut this triangle and we joined it over here and made a rectangle out of this parallelogram. Now how will we differentiate these two? Here the rectangle, the longer side is the length and the shorter side is the breadth. But here in parallelogram, this length will be named as base and the height of the rectangle. This is the height. Okay, this is the height of rectangle and this is the base. But we here it name it as length and here I name it as breadth. In parallelogram, this part which touches the surface is the base. Now, how will we write this? Where is the breadth? So breadth here is the height, and how will we find this height? We will just drop a perpendicular, that is a 90, we'll make a 90 degree ka, a straight line, or you can say over here, which makes a 90 degree over here, and this is the height. So what is the height? How much it is high from the base to the peak. ठीक है कि ये बेस से कितना ऊंचा है, तो यहाँ से आप यहाँ भी ले सकते हैं. दिस कैन बी द हाइट, दिस कैन बी द height. Okay, so the area of parallelogram is base multiplied to its height. We learned that this is base, and so any vertical line is the height which is reaching till top. So this is not height. The height is starting from this point and reaching to this point. So what is the height over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is equivalent to breadth when we cut out a triangle and we put it over here. Look, this breadth is similar to the height of this parallelogram. Okay, so now this was the rule to find out the area of rectangle was we multiply the length to the breadth. Okay, so we said that equal the two areas are equal. So here the length is changed into the base. Okay, and the breadth is so breadth is changed into the height. That is the corresponding height. I'll tell you what corresponding height is. So this will be base multiplied to the corresponding height. Okay, corresponding height. Okay, this is the rule. Corresponding height. Okay, I'm erasing it from here as you know the area. So the length turned into base to differentiate, and the breadth we'll name it as corresponding height. Now what is corresponding height? Okay, we have learned that the area of parallelogram is base multiplied to the corresponding height. So here the base is 15 centimeter. Okay, we have seen that the base here is 15. Okay, and here the height is 10. Here the height is 10 centimeters. So the area of this parallelogram, how will we find out? We'll look what is the base measurement, base dimension. Base dimension is 15, and what is the height dimension for height? For the corresponding height, the dimension for corresponding height is 10. So we'll multiply it. The area will be 150 square centimeters. Okay. If in parallelogram you are given base 3 and height 9 centimeters, so what will be the area? Base multiplied to the corresponding height, that is 27 square centimeters. It's important to write down the rule over here how we find it. Now what is corresponding height? Now while drawing it on the paper, we can't always do like this. So now let us suppose this is A, B, C, D. I'll say, if I have said AB is the base, and draw the height to this parallelogram. So we learned that height is from the base to the peak. But here, how will we draw the base? So there is a simple way of drawing the base. Take a scale, put it exactly straight on this line AB. Extend this line with dots, okay, and just draw a second line exactly straight on this, okay. So if this is exactly straight on this should be, you can measure it with protractor, this should be 90 degree. Everything is 90 degree on the earth, okay. So this is 90 degree. AB is the base, and C, and we'll name it as E. CE is the height corresponding to this base. अगर हम इस base को ऐसा रखते हैं तो height ऐसा आता है. अब हम paper पे इसको कैसा draw करेंगे? This is the base. So this is the corresponding height to this base. CE is the corresponding height to base AB. Now, if I'll keep this parallelogram as this, and I'll say that you have to draw a height corresponding to the base CB. So here base is this. If I will place it on this surface, the height will be, this will be the base touching the ground, and the height will be from here to here somewhere. So on the paper again, we'll check which is the base we are given. We are given that this is the base. And how will we draw the height? We will extend this line with dots, and we'll draw a perpendicular, that is a 90 degree. We'll draw a 90 degree over here. So this is the height to this base. Okay, this is the height to this base. So there are two heights corresponding to this parallelogram.